There it is. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everybody to another episode of the DTI Takeover Show here on Total Praise Radio. I am one of your hosts. I am Miss Kayla. And today, as always, we are highlighting and spotlighting some entrepreneurs in our community who are out here making a difference in our world. And so I am not going to prolong it today. I have Mr. and Mrs. Dwayne. Is it Venable?
Yes, it
Venerable.
is.
I did it! I've been looking at it like, okay, I'm so happy. Hello. With Mr. and Mrs. Dwayne and Sean Venable here with us today. How are you?
Doing great.
We're great, and I'm excited to be here.
It's okay. Building Legacy Estates LLC. So first, Dwayne, I'm going to start with you. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm Dwayne Venable, husband to Sean, father of four. I also have we have our business DSV Legacy Estates. I work in logistics. I've been doing this about logistics and continuous improvement for about 25 years, and we started our business about 2 years ago, and that's about it for me.
Sure is sweet. To the point. Miss Sean.
Yes, so I'm the yin to his yang, Miss Energy over here.
Okay.
But for those who don't know me, I am Sean Venable. I say I am the wealth mindset motivator, and so my husband and I, I'm co-founder, co-owner of DSV Legacy Estates, which is a real estate investment company. In addition to that, I'm a Christian life coach, and I love to say that I'm also a 9 to 5 corporate athlete, which means I still have my 9 to 5. So everything that Dwayne and I do is really operating under the umbrella of wealth.
Okay. What made you all start this business, DSV?
All right, so I'll give you my quick version. He's going to intercept because it may be a little bit different, right? But
Okay.
what I will say is Dwayne and I both have been tremendously blessed in the space of working in corporate America. We both are executive leaders, me by way of communication, him by logistics, right? And so just like with many people, when the pandemic hit, and you start to see the world move and shake in a different way, one of the things that we asked ourselves is if our 9 to 5 quit us, how can we continue to build generational wealth
Right.
and have multiple streams of income? Real estate has been in our blood on both sides with, our parents and some of our family members. And so we are faith-based entrepreneurs. We're kingdom entrepreneurs, and we prayed, and God revealed the space of real estate investing. And so that's what got us started because we wanted to make sure that if our 9 to 5 quit us, we could still
What we
eat.
gonna do?
Yeah.
Did she get it? Did she get it right?
She got it mostly right. I actually started this again some time ago, doing some repairs and renovations for a different for somebody else really, and that didn't really work out the way I wanted it to. So we kind of put it on the back burner, and we came back full steam together, and here we are.
And here we are. How do you balance your coaching, your regular 9 to 5, and the real estate business?
It is called harmony. So I actually have a mentor and coach, and one of the things that she said to me is, you can be all of the things, you just don't have to be all of the things all of the time, right? So for the real estate investing piece, we started off our niches fix and flip, so we were moving and shaking in that space. And when we wanted to share that piece of knowledge with people, we started to build out coaching programs by way that they could learn from our experience. We do that in a space where we are really good on time management, energy management, working together, having automated systems in place. And then when I'm on my 9 to 5, I'm 100% on my 9 to 5. When I need to cut that off and I need to move now in the entrepreneurial space, then it's time for me to be 100% plugged in there. Forget this. When it's time for family time, all of that goes to the side, and it's about making sure that the people that matter the most get what they need from us. So I hope I'm giving you what you need.
That's right.
How is it being a couple in business together? You know, people say you don't miss business and pleasure. I guess it's different when you're a married couple building a business. But how has that partnership been?
It works. You know, it works well. It doesn't go without its challenges. Of course, everything has a challenge when you're in business. Period. And no matter who the partner is, you're not going to agree all the time.
Right.
But we have kind of defined our lanes and what we do, and kind of, you know, sometimes there's gray spaces and we kind of cross over a little bit, or we sub in for her. If Shauna can't do something and I have to do it, then I'll do it. If I can't do something, Shauna has to do it, she'll do it. But most of the time, we kind of just find our space and we know where we belong in the business.
That's
And
so nice, Sean. So Sean, you don't be like, I'm right.
Listen,
I'm
I
right.
try not to play the wife card. So I am learning and we're still evolving how to identify and play on my strengths and vice versa with him. Dwayne is amazing on like performance management. This is where we have to be. This is what we need to do. These are our target goals. When we go on homes to renovate, he's really good with understanding what needs to be done in that space and keeping a really defined time frame. I
Hmm.
am good on budget aspects of that, and I'm also good on the marketing piece of it. So he's like, you can have all of that. I'm
Right.
going to focus here, and we don't bleed over. But again, it's about also knowing that in business, he's my business partner, and I can't pull the wife card out. And then when it's time
Mm.
for us to be husband and wife, that's something completely separate.
Ladies, did y'all hear that? In business, you can't pull the wife card, or you shouldn't pull the wife card. You are business partners. That I think that is great advice. I'm gonna take that into as well because I have my moments. I will not lie.
We all do.
Yeah,
So
it just
tell us,
can't
tell
take
us
me.
so tell us about your real estate company. Like, what is it that people can get from you all? If I say, Dwayne, Sean, listen, help me out. A sister's looking into to purchasing a home. Where do
Hmm.
I go from there?
So the first thing I will say is what we do is an initial assessment because everyone's needs are different.
Hmm.
We focus primarily on going into underserved communities, finding homes that need TLC, fixing them up, putting them back on the market for affordable housing, right? And
Okay.
so for a lot of our clientele, they actually want to know how to do that. What do
Okay.
they need to do to get ready to be a real estate investor? What type of team do they need around them to be successful?
Okay.
What type of financing or creative financing options are available? And so, what we do is coach in the space of that. We take brand new real estate investors and take them from A to Z to purchasing their first property. And we also bring our team in. We realize that we are not the experts in every field. So,
Hmm.
for example, I bring my realtor in, I bring my loan officer in, I bring my general contractor in. Dwayne has this also awesome performance management piece of it, and we
Okay.
bring all of that together, and then we coach people on how they can obtain the promise as well.
So now, do you all do like a consultation or something then?
Do we do that? I'm sorry.
Consultation or
Yes, we
something,
do.
basically.
Yeah, so if you go to our website, contact us, www.dsblegacy.com. You can click on contact us and you can get a free 15-minute consultation. We
Okay.
also do hour-long strategy sessions if you're just trying to get your niche together. So we have
Mhm.
many opportunities. And then we also have a podcast of our own where we share a lot of free information and a YouTube channel. So go check us out.
So now, Dwayne, what would you say would be your common questions or concerns that your clients are coming to you with?
Um, a lot of them just don't know where to start, and that's the biggest piece. Where do I start? Who do I need on my team? What does that look like? Like what when I'm looking for a house? Those are questions that I get a lot. When I'm looking for a house, what am I looking for? Like, am I looking for any house? You know, it's just um, a barrage of questions. There are a lot of questions
Mhm.
that come at me all the time. So I would say the most common one is probably where do I start?
Where do I start? And so when they ask you that, what is then your response?
So really, initially, you need to kind of figure out what exactly is it that you're trying to do, because real estate can be big, and especially in the investment piece. Like there's a lot of different things, avenues that you can go down. Like, what is your exit strategy? Define what are you trying to do in the end? What is your end goal? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and then also I asked them, have what is your purpose for the property that you're looking for? What everything you do has to serve a purpose, right? If you don't
Mm-hmm.
have a purpose for it, sometimes you can get lost, and when times get hard, you can quit really quick,
Mm-hmm.
really easy. So I just say initially, what is your purpose for the property, and what is your exit strategy? What do you want to get out of this? Do you want to rent it? Do you want to lease? Is it a lease option to buy? Is it a, a sale, or do you just want to wholesale it? Do you want to just put it on a contract and then let somebody take over that contract for a fee? Is it for a reassignment fee? But yeah, that's probably the best thing that you can do for yourself is figure out what is your exit strategy.
That makes sense because I tell you, a lot of us will just be like, okay, I want this spot. Like I want to shop. I'm gonna buy me this store and have no clue. Like I just want a store because I want a boutique for my business or whatever. Then that's it. And to think long term, like, well, what's next? What comes after this? It's not really a thought. Why do you think those are questions that we just don't consider?
Um, I'm not sure. I think, like you said, a lot of people get excited. They hear real estate, they hear investment, they see the money that can be made.
Hmm.
They don't look at the obstacles, right? They don't really know the full extent of what you got to go through to get there. And just buying a house in itself
Hmm.
presents the challenges going through the underwriting processes, um, the inspections, and all the different things that you have to go through. But um, I just think that they're excited. They're looking at the end number. They're looking at
Hmm.
money in their pocket, and they're ready to go. But
Hmm.
they haven't really thought it all the way through.
And what do you think, Sean?
For me, and I'm kind of the metaphor person. So I'm going to preface this by saying I used to say that I refuse to die full of purpose. I now say I refuse to live and I have untapped potential. So, what
Mm,
I'm thinking about is with anything that I want to do, whether that's building a business, obtaining some property, building wealth, like what legacy do I want to leave? What purpose does it serve? Like those foundational things. And I think we
mhm,
don't think long and hard about that.
mhm,
So it would really be about establishing what do you want your legacy to be? What do you want this business to serve? Like how is that feeding into your purpose? Getting all of that together from a
mhm,
mindset and behavior standpoint, and then saying, okay, what strategy do I need to put in place in order for me to obtain the goals that God has placed inside of me to obtain? And then once I get this money or once I obtain this stuff, what am I going to use it for? And how is it going to
mm,
serve for the good? So I think it's really about being grounded in longer term, what you want your business, your property, your investment, your dreams to serve, and then putting a strategy in place so that you can truly move from the vision and a idea to
mhm.
an actual execution plan that you can walk through.
Okay, okay. Um, and anyone can answer this. How do we really go about building wealth? Like, how do you start the building wealth process?
Yeah. Mindset and behaviors. That's the
Mindset
first thing.
behaviors. Okay.
Mindset and behaviors. There are so many people who either number one, they have seen a life of generational distress or
Mhm.
they've seen a life of poverty and lack, and they
Mhm.
think this is the way that it's supposed to be. Again, we are kingdom based, so our principle is behind that. And we know that God desires above all things that we prosper even as our soul prospers. It is our right and it is our inheritance. So you have to change your mind first off about what you have right and access to.
Mm.
Once you do that and you know that this is a benefit, this is something that you can have, I can have, he can have, and she can have because it is our right and our inheritance.
Mhm.
Now we have the right mindset. Now it's about the behaviors. So what do I need to do to be a good steward? Am I giving McDonald's all of my money away, or should I actually be budgeting?
Mhm.
Am I expecting for people to invest in me, or am I investing in myself to build up certain things because I know that that investment is going to pay off and the return is going to be amazing? And then your behaviors start to shape your actions. So it's a whole thing, but it's about first believe in it so that you can obtain it and achieve it.
Okay. And Dwayne, so what would you say is next?
Next, I gotta kind of reiterate some of the things that Sean said first. So
Go ahead.
first, I said that just change your mindset and really guard your ears. Right. My grandma used to always tell me, "What you hear is what you think. What you think is what you speak. What you speak what you speak is what you will do." Right. So guard your ears. Change your atmospheres next. Right. Get around some people who are kind of like-minded. Really trying to do what you're trying to do. Somebody who has already gotten to where you're trying to get to. I've also heard it said that you'll earn within 10% of the people that you hang around. So if you're hanging around people who are not earning anything or not doing anything, then you will constantly be in that
right
10% of what they're making. So if they're not making anything, you're limiting yourself. So you need to get in the room with somebody who is doing more, or you want to be in that room that's moving forward. You want to be on the bottom of that room, not the top of that room.
And Dwayne, some people they'll say, "Well, you changing up on me, you switching up on me."
Yes,
Why?
I am.
Why? Like, why is it when someone wants better? Why does it have to be labeled, "Oh, I'm switching up on you"? Why not? Hey, come join me. How did you do it? Why is that our constant battle?
I know, I hear it, I've heard it, but I've also heard that, when you're green, you grow. When you're right, you rot. You know what I mean? So if you're not growing or you're not changing, then you're rotting. So I want to grow. I want to stay green. I want to keep moving. I want to, so those are the things. I don't mind change. The only thing that's constant in life is change. And if you're not changing, then something is wrong.
Then something is wrong. That's the truth right there for sure. So after I finally get my mind right, figure out, okay, this is my purpose. This is what I do. I want to build this legacy. I want to build wealth for my child. Now, what's my next focus? Am I going into my finances now? As far as that will be my next step.
So what I love is there's on the corporate side, there's a piece of me that's change management, right?
Okay.
And what that means is really before you start just now trying to go out and haphazardly put a plan together because you got your mind right, you're like, yeah, this is what I'm going to do.
Yep.
You first need to identify where there are issues, and I call that diagnosing things, right? So you need to do kind of an analysis of what problem am I actually trying to solve? Because everybody's on a different space, right? First of all, wealth is more than just money and financial things. It is a whole mindset. So that's first and foremost, because you can have a poverty mindset or an abundance mindset. So it's a mindset. Let's get that out.
Okay.
The second thing is, but when it comes to your finances, is it that you're not making enough money? Is it that you're not being a good steward over what you have? Is it that you need to redirect some things? What actual problem are you trying to solve from the financial aspect? Once we start to diagnose where those issues are, then you can actually start designing a plan based on the problem that you're trying to solve, because it has to tie back to what problem am I trying to solve.
Right.
Once you do that, you can put plans, procedures, and things in place. We help with that strategy to start to implement your plan, and then we want it to be sustained and we want it to continue to grow. We like to focus on the one thing that we're going to do well first. Once we get that under control, now we move to our next target. But it's about what is the end goal in mind, working backwards, and building a plan in place that's going to solve those solutions along the way versus just trying to do everything all at one time.
That makes sense because I think that'd be my personal downfall. I'll attest to that. I want to just go in and do it all, and I don't. And then you have that overwhelming come over you, and then you have to kind of take a step back and realize I didn't really plan this out. Like I didn't do step by step and really saw like what issues I had and what I can fix now. Because I really I just want it to be done. Like I just want it to be solved. Not that you know what, Kayla, you kind of need to chill.
Yep.
Take a step back.
take a step back, get some help along the way, and also do not be afraid to be agile, right? So just because you put a plan in place, you need to make sure that you're going back doing checks. Is it working? Is it effective? If it's not, do I need to pivot and kind of readjust the plan to make it so it's going to fit the end goal?
That makes sense. You agree, Dwayne?
Yeah, and not make it so rigid that you're going to fail, right? I mean, we can all say we're going to cut back. I'm not going to eat out. I'm not going to ever do any of this,
Right.
and then that's not sustainable, right? You're not going to be able to keep that up. Some of us are that disciplined, but most of us are not, right? So I mean, make sure the plan is something that you can stick to and something that you can live with. Because we're not saying be miserable. You're not saying make yourself miserable. You need to make it so you are happy with where you are as well. So that's important.
That means it's a realistic plan. I can't
Right.
tell you how many times that's been told to me. Telling all my business. That has been told to me. You have to make something that you are able to obtain. So no, you don't have to eat McDonald's 5 days a week, but you can say, well, I can just eat it 2 out of the week or whatever. You're not just gonna cut it off cold turkey, whatever your desire, whatever it is that you want to do. But to make a cutback. I think when people hear that change, they automatically assume like, okay, I have to stop. Like I just have to completely get rid of it. Cold turkey, basically.
No. Maybe we're gonna go 2 days a week versus 7,
Right.
And I like going to McDonald's, so I want to go to McDonald's,
Thank you. I mean, as long as it's an everyday habit, I get that.
Yes.
That's cool. This is amazing. So it seems like, Sean, your coaching has a lot of effect in the real estate side as well.
It does. It does. We do the coaching in the real estate piece of it, but in addition to that, I'm a Christian life coach. I know you hear it kind of come out from time to time. And that specifically is for women of faith in business and leadership and ministry to help move them from vision to full execution while obtaining financial freedom. So again, all under the umbrella of wealth. But God has really blessed me to be able to support leaders and people who are in a space that I have been in before or on a similar journey. And we really work to define what it is that they want to do, make sure they're serving full of purpose, and that idea actually becomes impact and income for them.
Got you. Now, is this something that you all may consider doing for the men?
It's something that we thought about. It is. I didn't have the time before, for personal reasons, but I think it's something that's coming, right? It's something that we'll do because we definitely need something out there in our community to kind of help guide the young fellas in and make them
absolutely
help them focus a little bit.
Absolutely, and Sean, I definitely appreciate what you're doing, especially with us young women. But to kind of piggyback off what you said, Dwayne, I see a lot of us of women empowerment, and there's nothing wrong with that. I see a lot of us, but I don't see the men's side. I don't see the opposite side of that. And so I definitely think it may be something definitely necessary. So, okay, I'm looking forward to seeing
that plug in.
Real quick, just have to put that in there. So where do you all see yourselves 5 years from now?
I'll let you start, Dwayne.
5 years. Wow. We are looking. We do have goals in mind for us. We have some different things that we want to get into. I don't want to put too much out there just because I want it to be a sort of a surprise. But I want us to move forward with more real estate, but more so on the side of short-term rentals and different things like
that. Okay. And Sean?
I see 5 years from now, moving not only in the residential space for real estate, in the commercial space. We are venturing into the side of like becoming the bank, so more private money lending to source and fund deals for other people who are getting their start in real estate. And since you put it out there, I guess we have some mentoring circle that is coming on the rise.
Yay! I'm so mad that my picture is freezing right now.
Oh, we see you.
We see you.
You see me? Okay, because on my end it is terrible. Okay. Well, that's dope. Congratulations to you guys on all of your success. And we wish you many, 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 many more. Before I let you go, how can people follow you all on your social media and book your services?
Absolutely. If you go to www.dsblegacyestates.com, on our website, you will be able to see all of the services that we offer by way of real estate investing, free resources and opportunities, some free downloads for you, so go check them out. You can also follow us on YouTube, Legacy Builders. So we have a weekly show that comes out, and we're sharing information overall about wealth, not just catered to the real estate piece, but the overall wealth umbrella. And then if you follow us on Instagram and or Facebook, we are DSB Legacy Estate. So we would love for you to stay in contact. We would love to help you on your journey of wealth building, generational wealth, and the legacy piece.
Awesome. Thank you all for being a guest on our show. I hope those who are tuned in listened, learned something, has gained something from this powerful couple here. Take some notes, ladies. I say ladies because I know me. I'm stubborn, and I think
Me too.
we just got to do better. That's all. Do better. If not, if you having trouble, ladies, y'all go see Miss Shawn, okay? And she gonna get your mindset together. Thank y'all once again for being a guest on the DTI Takeover Show. For everybody is tuning in. Until next time, make sure you continue to check out Total Praise Radio. Go to www.totalentradio.com and select the Total Praise Radio button and enjoy. I am your host, Miss Kayla, and we are out. Let me end it. There's so many issues going on over here. There we go.